Good morning, my dear students. Myself Ritu Arora. Students, from today we will start doing a revision of Chapter 1 Resources in Geography. Now, students, today I will explain you about resources and the types of resources for your revision. Now, students, what do you mean by resources? We can say that anything that fulfills human needs can be termed as a resource. In other words, any substance or object that can be utilized may be termed as a resource. Now, students, all resources have value or worth. Some resources, such as crops and minerals, have economic value, that is, they can be bought and sold. Things which give us joy and pleasure are also resources, but they do not have an economic value. For example, there may be a beautiful landscape whose beauty gives us pleasure. Such resources have aesthetic value. Now, example of economical value. Grandmother's home remedies have no commercial value today, but if they are patented and sold by a medical firm, they could become economical valuable. Now, a thing becomes a resource only when its utility is discovered. With the passage of time, the needs of human beings change, and to fulfill those needs, new resources can recognized and created. Now, students, types of resources. Resources can be natural, man-made, or human resources. Now, students, I will explain you about natural resources. Natural resources. Natural resources are those which have been provided by nature to us. These included air, water, soil, rocks, mineral, natural vegetation, and wildlife. Some of these resources are directly used by us in their natural form, while others are modified with the help of technology to make them useful. Now, natural resources can be further classified on the basis of origin, status of development, exhaustibility or stock, distribution or availability. Now, students, I explain you on the basis of development. On the basis of development, resources are classified as actual and potential. Now, actual resources are those that are in existence and are being used and whose quantity and quality is known. For example, the rich deposits of coal in Ruhr region of Germany or gold deposits of South Africa. Now, potential resources. Potential resources are those that exist but whose quality, but whose quantity and location are not fully known, and the resources are not being utilized completely at present. They can be developed in the future. For example, high speed winds were a potential resources 200 years ago. Today they are actual resource, and wind farms generate energy using windmills like in Netherlands. Another important example in India. Wind is being used to generate energy via windmills only in some parts of Tamil Nadu and Gujarat. Now, on the basis of origin. On the basis of origin, resources can be classified as biotic or abiotic. Now, abiotic resource. Abiotic resources are obtained from the physical and non-living environment. These resources can be easily exhausted through excessive usage. Example, land, minerals, and water. Now, biotic. All living resources can be further classified as biotic resource. They include plants, animals, and microorganisms. Now on the basis of Stokes. On the basis of Stokes or renewability, natural resources can be classified as renewable or non-renewable. Now, natural resources which can be renewed or replenished quickly, these are unlimited resource in quantity. They are called inexhaustible resource also. For example, solar, wind energy, sunlight, air. Now, non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources which cannot be renewed or replenished quickly. Once the stock is exhausted, it takes thousands of years to be renewed. For example, minerals like coal, petroleum and natural gas. Now, on the basis of distribution. On the basis of distribution, resources can be classified as ubiquitous and localized. Now, resources like sunlight and air, which are present everywhere, are ubiquitous resources. Now, localized resources like minerals, which are found only in some places, are known as localized resources. Thank you, students.